Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Extract channel. So today we'll try to continue the part 2 series of Ori framework. So in previous video we checked what is the initialization and how we can get get the data from the transaction, but we not see that thing. We'll see this video, and now directly we are moving to the process transaction. And so here one XAML file which is called process workflow. Just open this, and we need to update this type into activities there. So let me take this type into activity and I will indicate these things. So I need to indicate all the each and things, and I'm right now opening in the UI Explorer because every time when it is refresh that page, so by default it will changing that name. And I will take this in visible inner text, and rest of the things I will make it blank. And IDX2 is not required for me, so let me validate, and I will highlight. So now it is fine. I will run this one time. So let me refresh this page now, and I will give this sample text, and we indicated here as last name. So let me run this last name. Why it's not updating? We have to wait for a couple of seconds whether it will throw the error or not. Might be it will throw error. So we need to check why what is happen on back side. We need to check that. So let me stop this automation, and I will edit selector. So it's not validate. Let me go this open UI Explorer one more time. And this W here, it is not required for me. I'm removing this ID. So this is not required. And I will validate this. Okay, it's highlighting fine. I will run the same thing. So because that ID is also not standard, I forget to remove that. Let me refresh this page again, and I will run this. Okay, it updated the sample text. And similar way we need to do for all the things. So this is for last name now. Just I will update here last name, and I have this transaction item in transaction item dot specific content. So dot to string. I will open here, and this is for the last name now. I will open that Excel file and take this last name. Last name. Why I'm copying from there means sometimes you see observe here. So I got this extra space from there. So now next I will go for the first name. Just I'll change here only, and I will go open UI Explorer and change that. So let me indicate this on the first name. Where is the first name? So here is the first name is here. Just I indicated that, and back to this. Later I will select this one, and from this I don't want this name. Let me go here, and these things is not required, and I will view this in the text first name. Let me validate, and I will save this. So similar way we need to do for other 3 or 4 ordinal. We need to do for rest of the things. I have updated all the things. Now it's done. So here, if you want, you can add this try catch here. So if you don't, it might be that if you add, it's very better. As of now, I'm not adding. Just I will leave it as it is. Okay, this is the steps which we need to include on this process. So these are the steps which has been done. So if you want, you can add that try catch as well. So it's not a problem. Oh, okay, then let me add this try catch as well. Let it be. So these all steps I will put inside of this here. Let me take one sequence. Put inside. Okay. I will add here one by one on the inside. Let me select only two or rest is there. The log message. I will add here. Okay, this should be in the stop side. And let me copy and I will update here. All input data has been entered and click on the submit button as well. Okay, let me take one click activity is missing here. Let me take this click. So click on submit. I think the submit will won't change. I believe. Let me check this as well. Long time I did this thing. Let me refresh. If it's changed, then we need to do for that as well. The same thing. I will just click submit. Let me analyze. Okay, anyway, it's highlighting no issues. So submit, I will keep normal as it is and move back to the studio. Okay, now all the steps has been done. Now only one step has pending. Okay, one second. Let me close this as well. Catch. So if I got any exception, I will pick the system exception and log message. Make it here exception dot message and log make it as error and update is it true. If you not throw this, then it won't know whether it got error or not. Okay, let me add through here exception, or else you can make it as new exception data not able to in browser. Okay, now this is done. Okay, now we'll run intent after this. So it will check if process is done. Later it move to the transaction status. It will update as per that. And we can see these two things are there. This are done as it is, no issues. So it will update that whether it is success or not. It will update that particular transaction. Okay, and at final, we have the end process. If there is nothing else, so if you want, you can add any mails address, you can add it. So now everything is done. So just we'll run this, and all the queues will updated from there now. So we can just monitor in the orchestrator. So I'm running this as end to end. Let me okay, let it close. We'll run all the things, and later we'll go on monitor. So run file. So whatever the open, okay, this is I forget to close. Let me stop and I will let me stop and I will take run this run file. So it will download that. I think I missed that start challenge. I feel as of now I will click manually from my side. Now we'll see whether it will take that queue item and it will process data or not. We'll check that. Okay, close application. RPA has ended. So process finished due to no more transactions. So transactions data is not there. So due to that, it's closed. So why transaction is not updated? Let me check. The file also is available. Need all settings. File is available. File check. File. I will give some more delay here and rerunning this automation again. Okay, file got saved. Okay, file got saved. Okay, still it's not updating data to the orchestrator. So, so we need to investigate here. So what happened here? So I'm moving to the output. Error getting a transaction one. Okay, get transaction item opening applications. So it came here. After this, okay, browser has been opened and it's done. Maybe here it thrown any error. I'm not sure, but we'll need to run in debug mode. Then only we'll get to know that. So file has downloaded. Next, it will wait for 20 seconds. Delay I given this one. So this one you can do the dynamic whether that file is available or not. We can check. Keep on retry. We can do like that as well. So as of now, I'm go with like this only. So now it will check file checker. File checker. It's having this true. Here now I will read the range out Excel data table. It's having some data. Okay, it's updated with you. Now we'll run. So data has been updated. Okay, why it's throwing this error? We go and check. So orchestrator folder. Okay. So what I did means here I have not given the orchestrator folder from where it fetching in config of orchestrator queue folder. So orchestrator queue folder. So here I miss this orchestrator queue folder. Let me add that folder name is test one. Okay. Okay, now done. Is there anything that I missed? Process, queue name. My queue name is okay. Now I will run and I will check before processing. Queue name is a queue folder. Two things are there. Queue name is there. Okay, I need to update that queue name. Let me go. Queue name I given something name as RPA challenge. Some name is it. I will pass the same thing. So this one I get to know when I run in debug mode. So if you are getting any errors continuously once or twice, then we need to go and run in debug mode. Then only we'll get to know what is happening on our code. So these things I missed. Okay, let me close and I will go to orchestrator one more time and I will check. So there are 30 are there. What I will do now, I will just remove this and I will create one more. So I have stopped this automation and I will run this one more time. Now I will run advanced end to end. Okay, now it's downloaded that particular full file. Okay, anyway, the delay is given with for 20 seconds. It will wait for that 20 seconds, and I'm not sure whether I click the start or not. Let me. I only click the start manually. I forget that step to add there. Now we'll check. So forget about the time. Okay, now it started this one. Okay, now we need to wait until end to end. It should come. If something is not updating, might be I missed that particular field to update there. So role in company, it's missing every time. Or might be the company name is updating as a role name. So maybe I misselected that particular selector. If you see here, IT specialist. So they should be in role company. Maybe I updated both the things there. So this is the thing how updating right now. The same thing will change that and will publish to the orchestrator. From there, we'll run one more time. So another one or two rounds are there. Let it complete their things. So right now we did all framework. Okay, just assume that you don't want to push anything to the orchestrator and you want to run directly from the already anyway we have the Excel file. So one method we did and another method is there which is nothing but as a without queues. So how we can do that as well? So we can do with this one. So here having saying as that wrong percentage, let it be. And one more thing I forget here. Once this is done, at the end we need to close that each and every applications. So make sure that when it is comes to end process, we have to close those applications as well. Okay, already it's there. Okay, I have not added the things here. So just added those as well. Now, one thing which we missed, so we'll add that and later we'll publish this code to the orchestrator. From there, we can run it. Okay, let me go to this where it is having. Okay, it is in process transaction. Let me move to this process transaction. And here, which one it got wrong? Let me highlight and check here. Okay, role in company, I think. Yes, edit selector, highlight. Company name. So role in company is nothing directly come and fall into the company name. And I will check this company name as well. Where is the company name? The company name on the top is there. Let me edit selector and highlight. So both are navigating to the same selector. So let me change this role in company. So I will just remove this one and I will update manually. Okay, I need to indicate that one. Na? So role in company, and I will select this and remove this, and I don't want this one in name, and removing this IDX tag as well. Let me validate and highlight. So now role in company is working fine. Let me check for another one as well. So role in company also it's focused. Just save this and I'm closing this, nothing is required. And all the stuff has been done. So what are the stuff? Everything is done. Only this part is pending. Let me go this here and so let it be. We want to check that results now. So let it be. No worries. Now this thing I need to push to orchestrator. Okay. Let me publish the test case. So there is no, the project has no published test cases. Let me click on this here. Okay, and you can see this RP challenge. I kept the name like this. Dot is it? Just I removing and underscore one. And if you have multiple things, you can see this is pre-release. So make sure that alpha one, alpha two, nothing. So right now everything is working fine in my on premises. It's working fine. So that's why I make this version as this one. Just click on that publish. It will take some couple of times. Depends upon the code. So right now I have the very less amount of code. It's got published. This is done. Now we need to go to orchestrator. Just I need to open this orchestrator URL link and I need to go to that particular process. First of all, I will go to these packages, whether my respective package has been published with the version. I mean, what I published, the same version is available or not. So first step, we need to check that. So I declared what is the package name? Mm, Okay, the same name, but I given this RK challenge one, RPA framework challenge latest package. Let me check my test. Nothing is there. So here, the process available on the My Workspace by default it came here, and we can see this RPA challenge. And I will run this automation. Animation means I have the only one machine, and I have this tenant. Okay, let me start this automation. Whether it will run or not, I'm not sure. After a long time, I'm running these things, and we can see the status is pending. So just we have to okay. It's got started downside. We can see this that UiPath green color one. Now we need to check. Okay, it's running working fine. We'll just wait end-to-end run automation and we'll see what it will happens there. So one thing, download click files, Excel not working, but maybe it's doing something XYZ. I'm not sure. Okay, it's clicked. Okay, now it will wait for 20 seconds and later, okay, I need to click start. I forget that start button. Now it will enter email address, role in company, first name, company name, last name, and phone number as well. Once this is done, it will click on submit. Now we can see this role in company analyst is updating because previous I designed the same filter for the two things. So that's why now role in company is updating separately. So these things, when you get to know, means we need to run in debug mode multiple times in your local machine, and then only we get to know where it got error, where it got doing something XYZ reasons. So we can. So now if you want, you can close this application and you can try that. Right now it's running now. You can do some XYZ from your end and just check what it's throwing that things. Most of the things we don't know how it will work exactly. Those things we can do, check it. And right now, I want to discuss one more thing. Maybe I think most of people are aware it. For example, the same automation, I'm able to see this because it's running in my machine and I have the access. I'm able to see. But sometimes when it to real time scenarios, it's having in the production system. Sometimes we not get even you don't know what is the mission name. Also, those things all will take care by some other team. You don't know where the machine is running. Nothing details you don't know. So just if you want to see whether your automation is working or not, they will give one URL. Already it's available here. I will show you here. So Google and robot streaming. I think robot streaming. So there is a one application which we call robot seeding. We can install. Yeah, this is the one robot streaming. So just install this in your machine. Already I have installed this is in my machine. I think. Let me check where I have installed. Mm, Let me go downloads. Robot streaming. I remember. Uh, Robot streaming. Okay. So this is the application. Not this. Okay. This is the one. UiPath team that robot streaming. So just open this application. So once you open this streaming URL, so this is your URL. Just copy this, okay, and navigate to browser, any browser you can, and paste it. So okay, continue the site. It will you can observe this. So for example, I'm doing some activity. This is minimizing. So it's working. And I'm minimizing this as well. I'm opening, I'm selected these many files. You can see those files are selected. So this is the way how we can check what's our automation doing on the machines. So this one will already installed by the IT team and they will give this link so you can monitor that. So vice versa, it's happened. Sometimes we need to install that. Sometimes they will install and give those things. So vice versa, it's happening. So make sure that if it is not there, you can educated them. This is a thing. If something is going on automation, we don't know what is exactly happening. Based on the sometimes lock will won't help. That time it might be the good help for you. So if you want, I can do this separate video. I mean, if you have got any comments, I'm ready to do the video. That is. So this is the way how we can do end-to-end with RE framework. I have published in Orchestrator as well, and I run from the Orchestrator. And I forget want to show one more thing. So once your automation is done, then we need to go to Orchestrator, and we need to check the logs first of all. That's the one important. I forget this. So here, as much as possible, how many things you want to, or not this. Okay. Here, what I want to say means how many possible logs you can mention. For example, it's updating the data on the or what is the name. So updating on the name, first name, last name. Just you can mention downside updating machine when it is running the for example you have process automation. I mean invoke workflow is there, no process started XAML file. It started after end of the date. Before ending that, you can mention one more log which is called ended this particular XAML file. If you mention like that, now what will happen now? The particular XAML file has been started and it got ended. It won't have any errors in between. Like that, we get some assumption. If it is failed, anyway, we have the tracking that log fails as well. So these are one of the best practice which many of the people are using. Now I will go this thing and I will check. I mean, not this one. I will just view transactions. That's it. All the status has been done. All are got successfully. And now I will go to where I want to go. I go to here and I will check this process. So just now we run this automation now. So let me go to not this jobs. So this is automation which I have run, and we can see this. What is the started? previous got started ended 3 minutes before. And source means nothing but just whether it is triggered by automations or whether it is triggered by the manually. So if you want do the triggers, go to this triggers and you can add that. That's not a big deal. And now view logs on job. So just open this and we can see this. Right now I have the only the couple of log files are there. So going forward, if you want add, you can add multiple things. For example, just assume this get transaction data item. When you see this transaction started, but basically what will happen now? It started, it got ended, it came from out of that. And I will show you one more good example. Mm, I'm not getting that point here. Okay, you see here all input data has been entered and click on the submit button, which we updated this one. So here what I wonder, this is the one process of our automation. So when it is start this process automation, just mention one log started process automation. Once this is done at the end of the day, then mention process automation has been updated all the details and ended. When you see first started and ended, we get to know this sequence has been run without any errors. Got my point? This is a way how we can tackle in real times. There are multiple ways we can do. So this is not. I mean, I want to say this is one of the method. There have the multiple methods. When you get know these things means when you try on your own hands, dirty your hands, messy your hands, then you will get to know these things. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, make sure to hit that like button, share with your friends, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to turn off notifications so you never miss an upload.